This is the plaintiff, Ayanna Hobbs. She says she bought a car from the defendant which she saw advertised on Craigslist and got stuck in the middle of a busy street with her child and sister in the car. She's tried close to 20 times to get the defendant on the phone, has been unsuccessful, and is suing the sweetheart swindler for $3,000, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, David Corum. He says the woman brought her brother to inspect the car a few times before she bought it. It ran fine when she drove it off the lot, and he has no idea what she may have done with the car while it was in her possession. He does know one thing, however, and that is he is not responsible for the life of a car once he sold it to someone else. He's accused of unloading a clunker.
Ayanna Hobbs?
Yes.
You are suing David Corum for $3,000 that you say you are out in the amount that you paid for the car to register and insure the car, and pain and suffering. Because according to you, he sold you a lemon.
Yes.
Tell me what's going on.
On March the 16th, I purchased a vehicle from the defendant.
And what kind of car was this?
A 2001 Dodge Intrepid.
How did you learn about this car?
Off of Craigslist.
Do you have the ad?
When I went to the computer to get the ad, it wasn't on the computer no more.
And you never printed it out when you bought the car?
No.
What did the ad say?
It said that he was selling a 2001 Dodge Intrepid, and it's not no hoopty.
It's not no hoopty? Is that what you... Okay, it's not a hoopty. Go on.
That same day, I had drove the car off the lot. After I drove the car off the lot, he told me the only thing that the car needed was a battery, and if so, he would replace it. I said, okay. After I drove the car off the lot, I went to AutoZone. I got to AutoZone and had them check it to see if it was the battery. The car shut off.
The car shut off at AutoZone?
The car shut off at AutoZone.
Now, how you had test-driven the car?
I had somebody come look at the vehicle.
Not you?
Yeah, I was there with the person.
Oh, okay. You had somebody with you, and how did you choose who to bring?
Because he, my brother, he look at cars.
Is he a mechanic?
No, he work at a dealer, work on the vehicles.
So he's a mechanic?
Yeah, at a dealer.
Okay, so you actually had a mechanic.
Yeah.
The mechanic was your brother. Just wasn't a very good mechanic, I guess, because he didn't spot the problem. What was the problem?
The problem was the head gasket.
Okay.
On the vehicle.
Okay.
After I called David and told him that the car had broke down on me, he told me to meet him there to take the vehicle to his mechanic. I then followed him to his mechanic. He looked at the car is good. I said, okay, I went to go pick the car up. When I went to go pick the car up, I asked the mechanic, I said, is everything all right with the car? What do I need? I'm asking him. He said, oh, you don't need nothing. The vehicle is good. I said, okay, it's good. He said, yes. He said, but if you're not comfortable with the vehicle, just go get your money back.
Well,
I said, okay, but if everything is good, why would I get my money back? I then left his mechanic shop. I went to go pick my sister and my son up. Soon as I picked my sister and my son up, I got to this intersection to make a left-hand turn, and the vehicle shut off on me again. I then called David on the phone, and he answered it. I said, the vehicle just shut off on me. I had two guys had to push me.
What was the repair that got done?
The battery, and there was a little holes in that was from the radiator holes. It was leaking a little, and I had that repair. I had taken care of that.
So go on.
After the two guys pushed me out of the road, I spoke to David, and I said, David, the vehicle just shut off on me. He gave me the number to the mechanic and told me to call his mechanic. I then gave the number to my sister, and she had talked to the mechanic.
Is this your sister?
Yes, that's
Come on
my
up.
sister.
What is it you wanted to tell me about?
I contacted the mechanic, and I told him that Dave told us to call him to let him know that the vehicle had shut off. He said, well, I think that you should just get your money back from him because you're having too many problems with the vehicle, and you just had it. You only had it for a few days. So I then...
Did you ever take the car to another mechanic?
Yes.
To find out what was wrong?
Yes.
And what did that mechanic tell you?
He did a complete check on it, and he said it need a head gasket, which is dealing with the engine.
Okay. Now, was there a warranty? Did he give you a warranty on the car?
No.
Okay. I take it if she says no, you're going to say no, right? You didn't give her a warranty?
No. I'm not a dealer.
Is there something he lied about?
I spoke to him and he said, I'm not a dealer. I don't sell cars for a living.
Okay.
Here go a vehicle on the lot, like today, this vehicle is here, stating that he's selling he's still selling cars on the same.
How many cars does he sell at once?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor.
How many cars have you sold in a year?
That one's my second one right there.
Okay. When you call him and okay, so after you speak to the mechanic, that second time, what do? You call him?
I spoke to Dave on the phone. He said, well, what do you want? I said, I want to know if I can have my money back. He said, no, you can't have your money back. You bought this car and I don't sell cars for a living. That's what he told me. So after he told me that.
Why would you say that? I don't sell cars for a living.
I know.
I know, but what does that have to do with anything?
Because
I don't care if you sell cars for a living or not. You sold me this car. I mean, that's an odd thing for someone to say, unless he knows that if you sell cars for a living or you sell more than a certain number of cars, then you're considered a dealer, and then certain laws kick in. It sounds like you might know that those laws are out there, and that's why you would say such a thing to her.
When you say it ain't no hoopty, is that a warranty?
No, that's stupid. That's just not.
It ain't no hoopty, a warranty?
No, not a warranty.
It's funny though, isn't it?
Get the car checked out.
It's funny going inside the courtroom.
She keep calling my phone and telling me she want her money back. I mean, it's an as-is deal. I mean, I told her to bring a mechanic. She brought a mechanic. He looked over the car.
Yeah, what's your brother say about all
this? And
this?
he said car was fine. He was like, she has $2,000.
What does your brother say? She asked what?
I asked for $2,500. He said, he looked over the car. He said, it's fine. I said, he was like, well, all she has is $2,000. He was like, would you do the deal on $2,000? I said,
so
fine.
she bought the car for $2,000.
Yes, she did. She bought the car for $2,000.
And she's suing for $3,000 because of pain and suffering and insurance and everything else.
So I knocked $500 off the price already. I mean, what else do you want me to do? I took it to the guy. I paid out of my pocket to put a battery in it and to fix the hose. So what else does she want from me?
What does your brother say about all this?
He looked at the car and he said the car looked good. We started the car ran good and everything. It's just that it need a head gasket.
Well, why didn't your brother catch that, I guess is what I'm asking. Is that something you can catch?
It need to go, it had, when I took it
go
to
up
my
on a
mechanic,
list. So
it
bringing
went
your
up
brother
on
wasn't enough. You needed to put it up on a list to check
Yes.
such a thing. All right, well, here's the problem that you have, okay? Even assuming that he were a dealer, which you don't have any evidence that he is. As far as you know, he's sold 2 cars. You have to be able to prove a little more to prove he's a dealer. But let's just say he's a dealer. Even a dealer doesn't have to give any warranty on a car with more than 150,000 miles in your state, okay? So no matter what, you don't have any evidence of any warranty in this case. There's absolutely nothing that should make you feel like you got a warranty and that the warranty's been violated. So what happens when it's a used car sale? It's an as-is sale unless something it takes it out of that, such as a specific warranty that he tells you. Or he says something that's a total, complete fabrication. It can't just be that the car turns out not to be so good and therefore you can come back and undo the sale. I feel bad for you because obviously it didn't even last you a day. Okay, and I understand that. And I understand the frustration you must feel because you work hard for your $2,000. I understand that. But it's going to cost a certain amount of money to fix that car and get it the way you want it. You want him to pay it, and he says, Judge, it's her risk. It's an as-is sale. She bought the car. I didn't know about these problems. Unless you can prove he knew about some problem and hid it, how is it that you can win? You can't. It's a used car as a sale with a 0 warranty on it. And then he goes ahead and he does pay for the new hose or whatever else. I don't know why. I guess he felt bad or whatever, but he does pay for that. Most people in his shoes would have said, no, lady, goodbye. Once you bought the car, that was that. But he didn't. But, you know, when he says in his, I know you're frustrated, when he says in his frustration, what the heck else am I supposed to do, Judge? The law's on my side. He's right. The law's on his side. That's why people have to be so careful when they buy a 2001 Dodge Intrepid, was it? You know, you have to be so careful. But the law is the law. And the law is there a warranty violated? And there's not even a warranty. There's really nothing I can do for you. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
So even if it's an as-is sale, you can still ask the seller for a warranty. That can all be negotiated in a deal.